The world's oceans, vast and teeming with life, have always captured the human imagination. Yet, beneath the surface, beauty lies a delicate balance, increasingly threatened by human activities. From overfishing to pollution, the marine ecosystem faces unprecedented challenges. Against this backdrop of environmental concern, emerge figures like Captain Paul Watson, a name synonymous with direct action conservation and the unwavering defense of marine life. This essay delves into the life and legacy of this controversial figure, focusing on a pivotal moment in his career, the 1979 Sierra incident, a bold act of defiance that would forever alter the landscape of marine conservation. Watson's story is one of unwavering commitment and radical action. It is a story of challenging the status quo and confronting those who exploit and endanger the ocean's inhabitants. The 1979 Sierra incident, a clash between a small group of dedicated activists and a whaling vessel, serves as a microcosm of this ongoing battle. This essay will explore the events leading up to the Sierra incident, the incident itself, and its lasting impact on marine conservation. We will examine the complex issues surrounding whaling and sealing, the legal frameworks in place at the time, and the evolution of public opinion regarding these practices. Ultimately, we will see how one man's unwavering determination, however controversial, helped spark a global movement and forced the world to confront the consequences of its actions on the world's oceans. Paul Watson's path to becoming a controversial figure in the fight for marine conservation was anything but ordinary. His journey is a testament to the power of unwavering dedication and the impact one individual can have on the world. Born in 1950 in Canada, Watson's early life revealed a deep connection to the natural world and a fierce sense of justice. Growing up surrounded by the vast Canadian wilderness, he developed a profound respect for nature and its inhabitants. His journey into activism began in his youth, participating in protests against the Vietnam War and advocating for animal rights. These early experiences shaped his worldview and ignited a lifelong passion for defending the voiceless. In 1971, Watson joined the Don't Make a Wave Committee, a group opposing U.S. nuclear testing in Alaska. This was a pivotal moment, marking the beginning of his formal activism career. This group would later evolve into Greenpeace, a name that would become synonymous with environmental activism. Watson's involvement with Greenpeace allowed him to channel his passion into organized efforts to protect the planet. Watson quickly rose within the ranks of Greenpeace, playing a pivotal role in some of their early campaigns, most notably the direct action confrontations with Soviet whalers. These confrontations were not just about making a statement, they were about taking tangible steps to protect marine life. It was during these formative years that Watson developed his confrontational style, believing that passive protest was insufficient to protect the environment from those determined to exploit it. His methods were bold and often controversial, but they brought attention to critical issues. However, Watson's uncompromising approach soon led to friction within Greenpeace. His colleagues were divided over his aggressive tactics, leading to internal conflicts. He advocated for a more aggressive stance, believing that direct intervention was necessary to protect marine life. Watson was convinced that without immediate and decisive action, many species would face extinction. This difference in philosophy ultimately led to his departure from Greenpeace in 1977. Watson's departure marked the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another. Undeterred, Watson remained resolute in his commitment to defending the world's oceans. He knew that his mission was far from over and that there was still much work to be done. That same year, he founded the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, an organization that would become synonymous with his name and his uncompromising brand of activism. Sea Shepherd was born out of a necessity to take direct action against those who threatened marine life. The Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, from its inception, distinguished itself from other conservation groups. It was not just an organization, it was a movement dedicated to the protection of marine ecosystems. While many organizations focused on research, lobbying, and public awareness campaigns, Sea Shepherd adopted a more hands-on interventionist approach. They believed that direct action was the most effective way to bring about change. Their mission was clear: to uphold international conservation law and protect marine wildlife from illegal exploitation, using direct action if necessary. Through their relentless efforts, Sea Shepherd has made a significant impact on marine conservation worldwide. From the outset, Sea Shepherd set itself apart from traditional conservation organizations. Unlike many other groups, Sea Shepherd was not content with merely raising awareness or conducting research. They believed in taking immediate and decisive action to protect marine life. While many groups focused on research, lobbying, and public awareness, Sea Shepherd saw the need for a more hands-on approach. They understood that the time for talking had passed, and the time for action was now. Sea Shepherd adopted a more direct, confrontational approach. Their missions often involved high-risk operations where they would place themselves between marine wildlife and those who sought to exploit it. Their mission was clear: to uphold international conservation law and protect marine wildlife from illegal exploitation by any means necessary. This often meant patrolling remote areas of the ocean where illegal activities were rampant. This commitment to direct action stemmed from Watson's belief that the existing legal frameworks were insufficient to protect marine life. He felt that without immediate intervention, many species would face extinction. He argued that the vastness of the oceans and the often remote locations of illegal activities made enforcement difficult and ineffective. Traditional methods simply couldn't keep up with the scale of the problem. The Sea Shepherd strategy involved directly confronting those who broke conservation laws, documenting their activities, and when necessary, intervening to prevent the slaughter of marine creatures. This hands-on approach often put them in dangerous situations. This approach, while effective in drawing attention to the plight of marine life and disrupting illegal operations, also courted controversy. Their bold tactics were not without critics. Critics accused Sea Shepherd of engaging in eco-terrorism, arguing that their tactics were dangerous and counterproductive. They claimed that such aggressive actions could lead to unintended consequences. The debate surrounding Sea Shepherd's methods continues to this day, reflecting the complex ethical and legal questions surrounding direct action conservation. The line between activism and extremism is often blurred. Despite the controversy, Sea Shepherd's actions resonated with a growing segment of the public concerned about the state of the world's oceans. Their efforts inspired many to take a stand for marine conservation. Their daring exploits, often captured on film and broadcast internationally, brought the brutality of whaling, sealing, and other forms of marine exploitation into sharp focus. These images galvanized public opinion and spurred calls for stronger conservation measures. The Sea Shepherd, under Watson's leadership, became a symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope for those who felt powerless to protect the ocean's vulnerable inhabitants. Their legacy continues to inspire new generations of ocean defenders. The year 1979 marked a turning point in the history of the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, and indeed in the global fight for marine conservation. It was a year that would see the organization take bold and unprecedented actions to protect marine life, actions that would reverberate through the decades. It was the year of the Sierra incident, an event that would cement Captain Paul Watson's reputation as a controversial yet undeniably effective defender of the ocean's creatures. His methods, often criticized for their directness, were born out of a deep frustration with the lack of enforcement of international laws. The Sierra, a Portuguese whaling vessel, had gained notoriety for its blatant disregard for international whaling regulations. This ship was infamous among conservationists for its ruthless efficiency and the sheer number of whales it slaughtered. Operating under the guise of scientific research, the Sierra was engaged in the illegal hunting and killing of protected whale species. This facade of legality allowed it to continue its operations with little interference from authorities. For Paul Watson and the Sea Shepherd, the Sierra represented a tangible target, a symbol of the ongoing exploitation of the ocean's giants. It was a challenge they could not ignore, a call to action that demanded a response. In a daring move that would define his approach to conservation, Watson decided to confront the Sierra directly. This decision was not made lightly. It was a calculated risk, driven by a sense of urgency and a commitment to protect marine life at all costs. The Sea Shepherd, a converted trawler, set sail in pursuit of the whaler. The crew, a dedicated group of volunteers, knew the dangers they faced but were united in their mission. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation on the high seas, a clash that would pit a small group of dedicated activists against a powerful and ruthless industry. The odds were against them, but their resolve was unshakable. The encounter unfolded with a mix of calculated strategy and sheer audacity. Every move was a gamble, every decision fraught with potential consequences. As the Sierra continued its illegal whaling operations, the Sea Shepherd closed in, maneuvering to intercept the whaler and disrupt its activities. The tension was palpable, the stakes incredibly high. The whalers, taken aback by the unexpected arrival of the conservation vessel, responded with hostility. They were not used to being challenged so directly, especially not by a group of activists. What followed was a tense standoff, a battle of wills on the open ocean. It was a moment that would go down in history, a testament to the power of determined individuals standing up against environmental injustice. Sometimes it's the smallest actions that create the biggest waves. Resistance doesn't always come in grand gestures. Often, it starts with a whisper, a quiet defiance. These ripples, though seemingly insignificant at first, can grow into powerful currents of change. It's a reminder that every voice, no matter how small, has the potential to resonate and inspire. So, let's not underestimate the power of our actions, however modest they may seem. After all, even the mightiest rivers begin with a single drop. The life of a sea captain is filled with adventure, uncertainty, and a deep connection to the vast ocean. It's not just a job, it's a calling, a way of life that few can truly understand. Captain Paul Watson is a figure both revered and reviled. His methods have sparked debate, but his impact on ocean conservation is undeniable. Watson's legacy is a testament to the power of conviction and the lengths one will go to protect what they love. Today, Sea Shepherd continues its mission with renewed vigor. The organization has expanded its fleet, embraced new technologies, and continues to fight for marine life across the globe. Their efforts remind us that the battle for our oceans is far from over. The tides are turning and a sea change is on the horizon. With growing awareness and collective action, the future of our oceans looks brighter. It's up to all of us to ensure that this change is lasting and meaningful.